the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Hey, what's going on, TBV? It's your boy Mike, aka Gross1911, back here with another one. This is my new segment. It's called Mike's Check Hook. Shout out to all the fans that helped me come up with the name, and shout out to Nis for giving me this opportunity to do these interviews and bring it to you guys like this right here. And I just wanted to give a quick message to anybody out there going through something, depression or anything like that, or anything that you just think you can't get through it, or you got somebody in your ear telling you that you can't do something. You can do anything you want to do in this life. I'm a living proof of that, all right? I'm living proof. So without further ado, enjoy this episode of Mike's Check Hook and many more to come. Peace. Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy Mike. I'm back with another one, and I have a very, very special guest on the phone with me today. Well, via hangout with me today. She is 8-0 with 4 KOs. She is the NABF junior lightweight champion of the world. Also, she is the first lady of Top Rank Boxing. Michaela Mayer. How's it going today, Michaela?
Hi, good. Thanks for having me.
No, not a problem, not a problem. So, how's things been since your last fight?
Everything's going good. So obviously, Top Rank has been great with giving me multiple fight dates ahead of time. So I really only had 1 week off, and then I went right back into training camp. So I'm currently up here in Marquette, Michigan, where Coach Al lives. So I've been staying with him for the last couple weeks, and we have 1 more week of training here, and then we finish up the last 2 weeks in Colorado.
When's your fight date?
December 14th.
And that who
yeah.
card? What card
It's
is it?
the Ramirez Hart.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
In
So
Corpus Christi.
how's training going up there?
It's going good. You know, me and Coach Al, obviously, since we've turned pro and really been working on those changes from the amateurs to the pros. And so I think he's happy with my last few fights and how I'm transitioning. So we're just continuing to perfect that. And, you know, we know who our opponent is. So obviously we've come up with a strict game plan for that. That's Coach Al's specialty. He's a strategist. So we've just been working on what we got to do to get this girl out of there.
Do you ever regret choosing boxing over MMA?
No, I feel like if I would have gone in that MMA direction, I would have regretted that. I feel like I'm in the exact spot that I was meant to be in. You know, this was always my dream, was to develop a market for women's boxing and have a career when they told me that there was none. So, and I think I'm doing that along with other handful of girls like Claressa Shields and Katie Taylor, etc. So I'm really happy with where I am. I think I made the right decision, and yeah, exactly where I'm meant to be.
How important is it to push women boxing to the forefront, kind of like men's boxing to you?
That's one of my major goals. I mean, when I first started the sport, there was no career for women in women's boxing, you know, and boxing. Sorry, the women weren't even allowed into the Olympics yet. So I've been on the forefront of that, and it's been awesome. But obviously, there's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a huge pay gap. I'm still only Top Rank's only female, and there's only a handful of us getting put on major cards. But things are changing. I think the Olympics was a huge aspect of that. You know, men have been able to come to the pros for decades, and with this huge amateur record and awesome resume, and finally women have had that ladder to climb, and now we have that experience to come to these promoters and say, you know, look what I've accomplished, and look how I can box.
Speaking of the Olympics, how did you decide to go with Top Rank versus everybody else? Because I know you had a lot of suitors.
I didn't have a lot of suitors. I really didn't, and that was one of the reasons that I was going
Whoa. You didn't have a lot of suitors? I thought
I didn't have anyone offering to sign me after the
I thought
Olympics.
Mayweather Promotions was trying to sign you. No.
Wow. And that was my thing, is that I'm like, okay, I worked my ass.
Oh, okay. She probably got a phone call or something.
Yeah, I did. I worked my ass off to get to the Olympics, and after the Olympics, I was kind of right back where I started. I was training for nationals, right back in the amateur scene, training for nationals. I didn't get everything I expected from the Olympics, including my medal. So I was just kind of in this place where, like, is that something that I want to do again? And then I didn't have promoters knocking on my door, calling my phone, in a rush to sign me. I didn't have that, and that's why I was looking towards MMA, because women were getting the respect, and I did have a promoter looking to sign me and give me good money and a good deal. So I was gonna go in that direction, but I sat down with Top Rank last minute, and it's kind of cool because I went from not having any offers to signing with the best promoter there is.
Yes.
So it really kind of worked out great.
How frustrating was that coming back from the Olympics and you medal and you see people like Claressa Shields and Katie Taylor and all those guys getting like different contracts and different deals? Like how frustrating is that? What was that for you before you signed with Top Rank, of course?
It was really frustrating for me. There was a lot of reasons why I was frustrated just coming out of the Olympics, and I was kind of in a rut for a few months, just wondering, like, okay, I'm 20. I came out of the Olympics, I was 26 years old. I'm like, what am I going to do to capitalize on my career? Because you can't be an athlete forever. What am I going to do these next 5 years? Am I going to sit here and go to the Olympics because I didn't get everything I got out of it? I didn't barely got any recognition, from getting to the Olympics. So, I wanted to go where I could make the most money and make the most of my career and really get everything that I've been working towards. So it was really frustrating, but I'm a go-getter and I'm a hustler and I make things happen. That's why I was going to go to MMA. So I'm like, if I got to go to MMA to make the most of my career, then I'm going to do it. But I'm glad I didn't have to do that. And, Top Rank just gave me everything that I needed. And I think they're doing a great job. And like I said, stars just kind of aligned for me.
How was it meeting Bob Arum for the first time?
It was good. So I sat, my first meeting was with Todd DeBuff, and he's the
Okay.
one.
Shout out Todd.
Yeah, we negotiated the deal and everything with him. I didn't meet Bob until my pro debut. I think like at my pro debut fight. So, it's probably unique for him too. He's never had a woman. He's been at the top of boxing for how many years? So, but it's a new era, and they've seen what girls like Ronda Rousey have done for women's MMA, and they can't deny that women can sell.
Now I seen you at some kind of boxing event maybe last week. You had on this beautiful red dress and it was like I don't know what it was, so I don't want to be wrong, but can you just
No, it was
elaborate on it?
yeah, it was fight night. So it was a fundraiser for kids out in DC, and they raised all this money with some really cool boxing memorabilia, and they put it back into the community and get these kids into sports and everything. So it's a really great cause and fundraiser. But they had a red carpet event. A lot of celebrities come out. A lot of old timer boxers and future boxers. So it was fun.
How important is that to like give back to the youth, to you?
I mean, I think everyone, especially boxing, knows how drastically sports can change your life, especially boxers. I think a lot of boxers just come from you got to be a certain type of person to want to stay in this sport. So I know boxing changed my life for the better. I know it's changed a lot of people's life for the better, and so it's a great way to channel kids and give them something to pour their energy into sports. I think that's the way to go for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I've seen you I've seen your IG page and I've seen you promote this thing called Truest
Truest you.
True as You. It's like a hemp kind of what can you just describe it and let the people know
Yeah.
like what it is and like what it does to help athletes?
Yeah, so hemp and CBD, it's the newest thing out there right now. A little bit controversial with athletes because people are worried that, oh, it comes from a marijuana plant. Oh, THC, you don't want to test positive, but Truce You, it's doctor formulated. There's no THC in these products. It's formulated from hemp, not marijuana plants, so you're for sure not getting THC. And it really helps us recovery. I mean, it provides you with all your amino acids, your omegas, tons of health benefits, proteins, and I use it for recovery. I use it for help me sleep at night, and it's all natural. It's great for your body. The industry wants you to pop all these pills and put all these foreign products in you, but CBD and hemp is all natural, and they're a great sponsor. It's the purest form you could get, so I think that's the way to go, and I'm happy to kind of go across that line of controversy just to get it out there because I believe in it, and like I said, it's good for your body and natural.
Oh well, you have something in common with Floyd Mayweather. You haven't never fought in a MMA fight, but you have been on the Ariel Hawani show. How did you manage that?
Well, I spoke to Ariel a while back when I was going to transition to MMA, and he was going to kind of make that announcement with me because we thought it would be unique. I mean, I would have been like the first female Olympic boxer to make that transition and kind of go in that direction. But so he was going to announce that on his show, and that didn't happen. And you know, I've sparred with a lot of top MMA fighters like Ronda Rousey and Raquel Pennington and all that. So I think it was just a kind of interesting dynamic to have me on there. And I was in New York for Everlast event, so he said, "Come on in." I said, "Let's do it." I'm not an MMA fighter, but still fighting.
Speaking of that Everlast event, was that the same event where you guys shot the commercial?
No, that was different. We shot the commercial a few months before that.
How was it working with Deontay Wilder and just being at that kind of commercial?
Yeah, that was a really cool. It was a really cool campaign that Everlast put together.
It looked awesome, just from like visually, like as a fan, it looked awesome.
Yeah, no, it was cool, and they got a good array of different people in there. Deontay, I met Deontay because he was finishing filming as I was coming into film, so I met him briefly. But you know, it's just really cool. What Everlast is doing is great. I mean, I'm so happy with them as another one of my sponsors. They made the transition into the pros really fun, and I'm their first female. I didn't know I was their first female that they've ever worked with, which is
Breaking
pretty
down
cool.
walls, man. You breaking down walls.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was amazing because Everlast has been around for so long. You know, they're the OG of fight brands. So I think that's really cool and awesome of them to finally acknowledge that.
Okay. Do you have a opponent for was it the 14th or 15th?
14th, December 14th. Yeah, I do.
Can we know her name?
Yeah, she's from Colombia. Her name is Calixta. She's fought all the top girls in the
I'm
130
sorry for
pound
asking
division.
you her name. I'm sorry. I do apologize.
You what?
I said I do apologize for asking you her name.
I don't remember her last name. Remember her name, Coach? Calixta, Calixta. She's experienced as a pro. I know she has a handful of fights. What? How many, Coach? She has about 30 fights. She's fought all the top girls in my division. So, you know, that's what Top Rank is doing. They're moving me up against these girls who have fought all the top girls and who have been in the ring against the best in my division. And then hopefully in 2019, I'll get my world title shot.
Is it difficult, like finding opponents, like as far as like the women division go? Because it's like we got, I mean, not Christina, but Claressa Shields, like moving down, and then there was talks about her possibly, but she like nipped it in the bud, but possibly going to 147 and fighting breakers.
Right.
She said
Yeah.
she couldn't make 147. So is there like an issue finding opponents that fits like what you want to do? Because you don't want to get an opponent in there that's not going to give you like any kind of rounds. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Top Rank has a great matchmaker. They've done a really good job. They've given me 8 fights in 1 year. You know, a little over a year, I've had 8 fights. So I think it's a little more difficult for girls like Claressa in her division. One, she has 2 gold medals, so that's a little intimidating for a lot of girls. But I'm in a more typical female weight class. You know, 130 is kind of an average weight for women. So I think there's a handful more girls at that weight. A little bit easier for my matchmaker to find me opponents. But so far, they've done a really good job. Yeah, I mean, we've definitely had girls pull out. Definitely had to go through a couple girls, but we find one in the end. I think women want to take these fights because it's the first time, you know, they're getting put on a great card. They're getting put in the spotlight and probably getting more money than they have in the past. So, you know, it's a chance for them to get what they've always been working for. It's a great opportunity.
Do you want to get a belt at 130 first, or are you willing to go up to 135 and possibly like challenge McCaskill or Katie Taylor?
I'm definitely going to go up to 135. You know, I have the height to fight in multiple divisions and the strengths and the speed. So I'm
Oh, yeah, I'm
starting
going to tell you, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but your last performance was something special. I mean, I looked at that performance, I was like, damn, she put it, you really put it on that girl, and I didn't think she won a round, period. But I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Thank you. No, I can still make 130. It's really not a problem for me to make 130. So, and I wanna be a champion at multiple weight divisions. So I'm gonna take this division while I can, especially and get that experience in the ring as a pro, because it is very different from the amateurs. And next year I'll move up to 135, and I'll start taking fights there. But I do wanna get the belts at 130 and go into 135 division as a champ, and then maybe go up to 140 in a few years. Who knows? Like I said, I have the height, I have the strength.
How does Michaela become the face of women's boxing?
I think I leave it up to my performances and my fights. You can only fake your way through this to the top of this sport for so long. You know, being cute, being good looking, being good in the media, having sponsors, all that, it only gets you so far. At the end of the day, you got to perform. You got to get in the ring, and you got to be exciting to fight. For people to watch you, and I think I have that, and I think people who have seen my fights are impressed so far, and I want to keep getting better and keep performing and showing them that I'm an entertaining fighter. I think that's really important. I want to be entertaining. I want to score knockdowns. I want to score knockouts, and I want people to be impressed and be like, "Wow, I didn't know a woman could fight like that."
And you're absolutely right. Good looks don't last long. I lost mine last night, so. I I got a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself right now in your division? Are you ready for a title shot, or do you think, hey, I need maybe one or two more fights, then I'm ready?
Oh, please. Okay. Um, no. First of all, I have no control over my fights.
I know
First of all.
I totally understand that, but as a fighter, fighters know
Yeah.
when they're ready and maybe they might need another fight.
No, I feel really, really, really great, and I feel like the fighters I've gotten, Coach Al always looks at what they. I don't care. I've obviously have a lot more experience than most of these girls I'm going against, but Coach Al will look at these fighters and say, what is the best thing that they do? And so I've adapted to multiple different styles. Coach Al, can you turn off again? I've adapted to. I've had to be able to adapt to multiple different styles, and on top of my amateur experience, yeah, I'm ready in the next few fights to start going for these world titles, and I'm hoping that my team sets that up. But ultimately, Coach Al makes those decisions. He's the boss. He's the old school OG of this team, and he knows he's done this before. He's built 3 world champions, 11 Olympians. So I'm gonna trust in him and trust in my team to select those fights when they feel comfortable. But I know it's gonna happen. It'll happen in the next few fights. We'll start to pick it up.
If a younger girl comes across this video and maybe she's not feeling great and about the way her boxing career is going, do you have any kind of words of inspiration for her or anything to like keep it going? Because I know boxing is hard for men, so I can imagine how it is for women.
Yeah, I mean, I just made a post about this the other day. I didn't have a perfect career where I just came in, blew everyone out the water, and killed it. I started late, and I had to keep persevering. I posted the other day. I lost nationals before I won nationals. I lost Olympic trials in 2012 before I won in 2016. I made it to the Olympics, and then I lost there, and I fell into a slump. And like, what am I going to do? And what am I going to do now? I came out of the Olympics with not much, and I put 10 years of my life into it. So you just have to keep believing in yourself and keep persevering. There's plenty of times I could have given up and been like, I can't go for another Olympic trials, or I've been put too much time into this. I'm not making enough money. I gotta do something else. Um, I just kept believing. So gotta keep persevering and have faith, and you'll get there. But you also gotta make hard decisions. I've had to make decisions where, okay, I'm not getting what I need here. I need to go here. Okay, the training's not good enough here. The coaching's not good enough here. I had to make hard decisions. So I'd be prepared to make hard decisions as well.
I got a couple questions for you about some hot topics that just kind of came about. Did you by chance see the confrontation between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think of it?
I don't think they hate each other, but I do think they're trying to promote this fight. And it's going to be a really, really great fight. I honestly couldn't tell you who would win that fight. I'm a fan of both of them, and so is Coach Al, and he makes me watch their stuff all the time, especially Errol Spence. You know, he's a puncher, but he stays behind his jab well, and I'm rooting for him against Mikey Garcia. You know, I think that people say that. Oh, you don't like that? I say that.
No. It's not even that. It's just like, I mean, I'm a. Hey, what's going on, boxing world? It's your boy Mike here from the Boxing Voice. Just want to put the word out. If you travel over to theboxingvoice.com and check out our affiliate sponsors, you can click on the Showtime link. It is giving out a 7-day free trial. Or you can go to Amazon and you just do like your regular shopping, but you just use our link and they will give us a little kickback. Also, we have Audible, Own It, Fast Break Bail Bonds, El Camino Electrical Services, which is like a charger port for your car. And we have the History Channel, stream now, Women of History. If you want to check that out, just go over to our page. Also, we have one of my personal favorites, Blue Apron. It is a delivery service like the grocery store, but you don't have to go to the grocery store. They have fresh ingredients. They have good ingredients. They have great food and simple recipes. So if you want to check it out, go over to our page and you want some good eating, please go over and check out Blue Apron. They do a terrific job. Thank you for your time and thank you for your support of the Boxing Voice. The mindset that we have weight divisions in boxing for a reason. And a guy starting at 126 going up to 147, even though it happened with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, they weren't fighting Errol Spence. It's just simple as that.
So you think that Mikey's going to beat Errol?
No, I just think Mikey's not big enough.
Mikey's not big enough. Yeah. I even think that even if he was a little bit bigger, there's something about, to me, Errol is not just a puncher because he boxes behind his jab. And that boxer who stays behind his jab is really hard to beat. So I'll always put my money on the boxer with a good jab.
Okay. So how does Errol beat Terrence?
By staying disciplined, because like I feel like Terrence will switch it up depending on his opponent. Like if you saw his last fight, I didn't even really think that was classic Terrence boxing, but he knew how what's his name was trying to get him to get in there.
Benavidez.
Yeah, Benavidez. He knew he was trying to lure him in to catch him. So he boxed kind of unorthodox. Like, did you notice that it was kind of different from like Terrence?
I mean, I just think the height of Benavidez was an issue because I mean Benavidez is like a 6 foot a welterweight, so the reach was kind of difficult. But once he figured it out, it didn't seem to be that much problems. And then once he went right-handed, it was over like that.
Yeah, but I think it shows you that Terrence will switch it up and he'll adapt to his opponent. So it'd be interesting to see like what kind of game plan he would have against someone like Errol. I really don't know.
Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao was announced today. Well, they had their official press conference today. Who you got?
I'll still go with Manny Pacquiao on that one. I think that Adrian is a counterpuncher and he waits too long. And with someone like Manny who throws 100 million punches around, you can't wait. He's going to be in and out before you're ready to counter, so you can't be passive. And I think that Adrian's been pretty passive in his last few fights, so my money would be on Pacquiao.
Did you by chance see Claressa Shields versus Hannah Rankin over the weekend?
Yeah, of course.
What was your impression on that fight?
I thought Claressa looked really good. I think that she was a lot more settled and patient, and I think she outboxed her nicely. And I think that Hannah had a good chin because she took some good shots.
God.
Yeah.
Great chin.
Yeah. So, she hung in there, but no, I think that she looked really good and settled and, should make that transition to the pros.
Did you see Maurice Hooker versus Salcido over the weekend?
I didn't see that fight.
Oh,
No,
you
I don't
missed
know
the
what I
good
was
one.
doing.
You
I
missed
was
the good
doing
fight.
something, but I missed that fight. Yeah, but I heard it was good.
It was a damn
Ugh,
good fight. Very
yeah,
entertaining.
I was rooting for Alex, but you know,
Of course.
didn't turn out
Now we
well.
have a big fight coming up December 1st. We have Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Hmm.
Now I know
I'm
you
going
got a
with
little
Deontay.
bias because you know what I'm saying, Everlast or whatever, but take that bias out. Take it out.
I will take that bias out. I'm
I'm just
still going
fucking with
for Deontay because people. I mean, he's wild. He is definitely a wild fighter, and wild fighters are scary. But not only that, is he's gutsy. So I think he's not going to be intimidated by Tyson. He's going to go in there and he's going to let his hands go. And it's hard. It's hard to fight wild fighters like that who have power because you can get easily caught.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely. Now, I want to play a little game with you before I let you go. It's just a game to like give the people a look on your personality and kind of see how you
okay,
are. All right.
okay.
All right. First question I have: hot or cold?
Hot.
Okay. If I had one superpower, it would be.
Fly.
Oh, that's mine. Okay, but yeah. Uh, the three most important things in my life are.
Boxing, Luna, and my family.
Who's Luna?
Luna's my dog.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I
Okay.
know it's
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
bad to put Luna before my family, but
I feel
she
like
is
me
very
and
sweet.
I feel like me
I
and
don't
Luna
like to
are
put.
like friends now. I see her so much on your page.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. She's like my newest little sidekick, but it's pretty awesome to have. I'm always in training camp. I live alone now and all that, so she's a good little companion.
If you could live at any period in time in history, period, when would it be?
I go back to the '60s.
The '60s. Why the '60s?
I come from a little hipster family, so I think I'd just like to go back and live in that time. They seem like they know how to have a good time back then.
The first thing I do in the morning when I wake up is
Oh my gosh. One thing.
the first thing. I didn't say one thing. I said the first thing.
Okay. Well, I wake up to Luna kisses and I take her to go potty.
Okay. So you take your dog for a walk. Okay, awesome.
I
When I
let the
was
dog out.
when I was a kid, my favorite cartoon was
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold. Shout out to Helga and fucking the guy, the black guy. I don't know his name right now. Gerald. Yeah, Gerald. My
Gerald,
favorite
I love
cartoon.
Hey Arnold.
I like Doug. I used to
I
love
just
Doug.
like that too.
Yeah, pork chop and him. Oh my god. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, that's not the point. My favorite kind of ice cream is
Jamocha almond fudge.
I never heard of that.
It's like a coffee chocolate thing.
Coffee, chocolate with
Yeah, it's like a Jamocha, like coffee with fudge, chocolate. I don't know why. It's
oh,
like one of my favorite.
is
Oh
it
no, Cherry Garcia. Cherry Garcia.
Cherry Garcia? Another one I never heard of. Is there like
Yeah.
a specific brand?
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's. Awesome.
Come on.
Awesome. If I wasn't boxing, I would be doing
Shit. Who knows? I definitely probably would have dove into school a little more. Something challenging, something tough, but I probably would have gotten my degrees. I always thought I would have been a plastic surgeon. I don't know why I think
a
that.
plastic
I
surgeon.
thought
Why?
of being a plastic surgeon when I was younger. Yeah, I was like, if I'm gonna do this school thing, I'm gonna do it 100%. I'm gonna go get like my master's and doctorate and do it
You
like
must watched a
100%.
lot of Nip Tuck.
Yeah, I loved Nip Tuck.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah, me too. I was big on Nip Tuck too.
Yeah, I love that show.
What's your favorite show now?
Not really watching one right now. Oh, me and Coach Al are watching Star.
Star. Okay.
Star and what's the one right before, Coach? Empire and Star.
Empire. The last good movie I seen was
Shane. Let's see Shane.
Shane. For Coach Al's birthday, we rented out a theater. We played his favorite cowboy movie, Shane. It's from like, what is it from, Coach? 1800s, like way back. So I wouldn't say that's the best last. But
Hey, don't be doing Coach Al like that, man. Don't say 1800s now.
he
Come
loves
on,
his
man.
cowboy movies. It was like awesome. It was a great birthday surprise.
If I could only listen to 3 CDs or 3 albums for the rest of my life, they would be.
Well, one right now is Cardi B. I haven't been able to stop with the Cardi B. So, well, I would need to mix it up for sure. So you got the hip hop. I'd probably throw in like, I really like used to dig metal, so I'd probably throw in like a Pantera album in there, and then let's do an Ariana Grande album.
Ariana Grande.
Singing, a little bit of metal, a little bit of hip hop.
Hey, what'd you think about her and Pete Davidson splitting up?
I don't know what happened with that. They were together, then they weren't real quick.
They were
but
together, then they were engaged, and then was like, nah.
I like that because I think Pete is so funny.
Man, Pete is cool as shit.
He's hilarious, so I can see why she dug him.
All right, my last question. Boxing has changed my life
in every possible way.
Elaborate.
And number one thing that it's done for me is it's given me a purpose. I think that's so important in life to find something that you're passionate about. You know, it's so sad that I see young kids these days struggling with depression and all kinds of, you know, other mental health issues. And maybe I would have suffered with certain things in my life, but I felt like I woke up every day and I knew exactly what I was meant to do. I knew I had goals. I had to work hard. I had goals that I needed to reach, and that was all because of boxing. So it's kept me mentally sane. It made me a little insane, but it's kept me mentally sane. It's given me a purpose, given me a passion, and it's given me something to work for every day. So I think that's so important to find in life, and I'm grateful that I found it at a young age.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, give the people your social media, and again, let them know when your next fight date is, and what channel, of course, and where it's going to be at.
Yep. Okay. So I'm fighting December 14th on the Ramirez Hart 2 undercard. It's going to be in Corpus Christi, Texas. So if you're out there in Texas, definitely make your way down. And otherwise I'll be fighting on the ESPN Plus app. So, I mean, apps are where it's at these days. DAZN, ESPN Plus. If you're a boxing fan, you have to have them both. It's cheaper than regular, whatever kind of cable you buy. So just do it. And then follow me on Instagram at Michaela Mayer. Or Twitter, Michaela Mayer, the number 1.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it, and good luck in your fight on the 14th. Hopefully, we can do like I'm trying to get to this segment where I'm doing like a day after, or like a following day, like after the fight, so people can kind of like gauge how a fighter recovers and like what they go through mentally before, during, and after a fight. So trying to get that started. And my first guy might be Maurice Hooker. So fingers crossed.
Okay, right on. Just let me know.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
For sure. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.